Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Mudblood Cal here. So today I just wanted to go through and actually just rank the 14 quarterbacks entering the NFL this year through the draft. Because I haven't really been able to talk a whole ton about the draft. I want to talk about it a bit more and give you my rankings. There's 14. I probably won't really be giving any actual analysis until the top 10 or so. I'll have my final mock draft tomorrow, so make sure to check that out tomorrow morning. And then we'll have videos about the draft after the draft. Might have one more about some under the radar guys I really like that I think aren't getting as much attention as they deserve. But yeah, let's get into it. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at MudbloodCal. At number 14, we have Peyton Ramsey from Northwestern. Not a whole ton to say. He's just pretty clearly, in my opinion, the worst guy. KJ Costello from Mississippi State at 13. At 12, Ian Book. The only reason he's rated higher than KJ or Peyton is just off of his freshman year alone. He had a really good year and looked like he could be a prospect. Kind of fell off after that. Sam Ehlinger in a similar situation, kind of to Ian. Felipe Franks at 10, guy I really like. He's got some speed on him and can really find holes in zones. Wasn't too great when he played at Florida, but it looked a lot better when he was heading Arkansas's offense. At 9, Jamie Newman. Kind of similar situation, really mobile guy. Got some speed on him, can throw on the run, but just not nearly good enough to merit a whole lot more conversation than just that, really. Number 8, Davis Mills. He's got a cannon of an arm. I put him behind some guys. I don't think he's that great at reading an offense, really, or a defense, really, and making proper adjustments. I thought there were a lot of times in games where it looked like he had a really good chance to make an adjustment, and he just didn't, and they ended up suffering loss on the play, or the play just not going as well as it could have if he just simply, switched a route concept or the direction of the run. So I don't know. At 7, Kyle Trask. He would definitely be higher for me as well as a lot of people if it wasn't for his awful bowl game where he just threw so many interceptions. Kind of reminds me of Sam Darnold a few years ago, except Sam Darnold was 10 times better coming out of college than I think Kyle Trask is. I don't really think he deserves much more than that. He's pretty accurate, but he did have some pretty good wide receivers to throw to, mainly Kyle Pitts. But I do think that's kind of an unfair thing to take away. Well, they threw to good wide receivers in college. Well, that wasn't their choice. That's just a weird knock, I think. At 6, I have Kellen Mond from Texas A&M. Another guy that's really mobile, can really get the throw on the run. I'm not saying he's Mahomes, but he kind of plays like that, where he's got a big arm and he's able to improvise very well. Again, not saying Mahomes, but similar play style, but still not Mahomes. At 5, Mac Jones from Alabama. We're getting into the juicy stuff now, but yeah, Mac Jones of Alabama. At number 5, he's accurate. In my opinion, he's the second most NFL-ready quarterback out of this draft. I think a lot of the guys ahead of him have a lot more potential. He reminds me of, I know Colin Cowherd's kind of compared him to Kirk Cousins. That seems like his floor to me. He does have a lot of potential, but like I said, I think the guys above him just have more. At 4, we have Zach Wilson. A lot of people have him at 2. I have him at 4. Mainly just because if you look at how BYU's offense works, it's just way too simple to succeed in the NFL. And obviously, he doesn't choose how the offense works. That's built for him by the coaching staff. But it's really simple. They just crossing routes over the middle, slant there, long ball there, jump ball there. And it's not very complex. Like there's a pretty simple chart, and I think someone on Twitter made. I don't remember who. It was a couple months ago. But I went through on all of his films, and he's just throwing these same like 5 or 6 routes over and over again. Um, and I'd like a bit more versatility in my quarterback. However, though, he does have a lot of potential. I don't know if I'd be comfortable taking him just based off this 1 year at BYU alone, where they didn't really play that great of competition. Um, the Jets will probably take him at 2. I hope they don't, but be a pretty Jets pick. So at number 3, I have Trey Lance. Someone on Twitter says he looks like the actor that would play Patrick Mahomes in a movie about Alex Smith. I thought it was funny, but like Trey Lance, he hasn't really played a whole ton. He would definitely be higher, probably 1 or 2, really. If I think on my board at least, if he'd played more, but he looks about as good as you can get. Um, Another guy with a lot of good mobility, really smart, um, and can really pick apart a defense. Granted, he is playing in Division 2, but like still, the point still stands. You look at how good Carson Wentz was a few years ago, and how good Josh Allen was. Although I think Josh Allen went to Wyoming. Wyoming's a Division 1 school, actually. So, but yeah, Trey Lance. I have him at 3. Not at number 2, we have Justin Fields, who I don't really get what the knock on him is. Some people said work ethic. I don't really buy that. Some people said it's his epilepsy, which seems like a really weird medical concern to have. Well, yeah, he has seizures every once in a while. Yeah, but it's never happened like in a game. I don't expect it ever will. Also, it's something you can grow out of, or at least that's what Adam Schefter said. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm an expert. Um, but then somebody else said work ethic. He wasn't the last guy in. He wasn't the last guy in, last to leave at Georgia. Um, but I'm not too worried about it. I think he is the second best quarterback in this draft. He's really smart, really mobile. People are saying his worst game was the game against Northwestern, I think it was, or maybe it was Indiana. But he balled out in that game, in my opinion. Really, maybe not in the Northwestern one. There's a different game. And I think he's definitely worthy of the second spot. Some breaking news right now as I'm recording this, of course. The most convenient time, and the Teddy Bridgewater got traded to the Broncos. Okay, so video on that coming later today. I guess we'll have 3. Actually, I'll have this video come out tomorrow, I think. I'll have the Teddy Bridgewater video today. At number 1, you guessed it, it's Trevor Lawrence. Not a whole lot to knock on him. I do think my one knock on him is that he needs to progress at being able to get rid of the ball when he's about to get sacked better. And really, that's the easily learnable skill. He is probably one of the best quarterbacks I've seen entering the draft. So yeah, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you. I don't know when. I'll decide when this video is coming out. But yeah, I upload daily. And peace.